I'm Mel. This is my channel. This is my video. This is everything you need to know about me. Whoa! What a surprise, it's another sketchbook tour. 3 months from the last one on the dot. Not really, but you know. Every 3 months you get a sketchbook tour. A good one? No. One? Yes. These sketchbooks are so annoying to shoot because they're such odd dimensions. I'm not sure why I do this to myself. Anyway, this one is my 37th sketchbook. Big boy. It took me about 5 months to fill it, which is pretty darn long for me. Ooh. I usually fill sketchbooks in about 2 months or so, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, up to 3. But quarantine is not the best for creative endeavors, and I've been having a really hard time. Mental health hasn't been too hot, but I'm okay now. I kind of grew to resent this sketchbook. Not for any good reason. All of the art in it is pretty lovely. And revisiting it, I don't hate it as much as I did. But it just feels like, each each section of this sketchbook feels very disconnected from itself. Anyway, the art. These are some very weird shirts that I want to make for myself, just to wear, just to have. I want some funky billowy sleeves. I'm in the mood for that. And these are some sketches for a rabbit or aardvark. I don't know what this man is. A weird fae puppet guy. There's gonna be a couple other pages full of sketches of this guy, and I started making a video about the process making him, but then I got really stuck on the construction, and I haven't worked on it in a couple months, so the video's not finished. Maybe it'll get out someday, but this is my little guy. He's a puppet. You'll see more of him. Yeah, here's some more. I want his scale to be about this tall compared to, like, people interacting with him. I want him to feel little, but like a sizable object, not just a hand puppet. And he'd be controlled. I'm not sure you can see this exactly, but he'd be controlled by essentially someone crouching behind him, crawling along. He's gonna be neat. I like him. He's gonna be constructed similar to the Muppet puppets, so he's got a little mouth flap and then a hunky little body. He's covered in robes so that I don't have to pay too much attention to the body. I just need it to be structurally sound and able to rest on my arms correctly. I don't really need to also worry about the size and the design around it. Just drapey, wizardy, awful robes. And that should be good. These are from an online figure drawing session I tried going to, and that was really fun. Oh, 2 pages. No. I did some more of these. These are some patterns for how I was going to cut the foam of the head, which I think I'm going to restart. He feels a bit lumpy. My standards have raised despite not working on him at all. This is actually a Harry Potter OC. He was created about the time J.K. Rowling started super doubling down on being awful, but we decided cringe culture was dead and we were going to roleplay Harry Potter anyway. We could be queer and we could be trans and it would be very fun. And so I made this kid. His name is Vincent Vin Indigo. He's a Slytherin. He's kind of awful. He's like a mix of Harry Potter musical Draco Malfoy and just Luna Lovegood. So he's very airy. He loves gossip, and he loves orchestrating relationships. He's very much a matchmaker. Oh, stop slipping. And he's a very funny little man. I later repurposed him into the magic school I was creating with my brother. named Oglium. It's a school for magicians set in similar, kind of a tangentially related world to the world I work on with Elliot and Mesa and Marlin, and that whole webcomic stuff. It's essentially like a distant past of that world. I really want to be... words aren't going. I really want to make a role-playing server of it, and we've tried setting up that in part, but I really don't know how to run it, and I'm stuck. If anyone's interested in that or wants to help, please contact me. DM me, just comment, hunt me down on Discord. One of those. Please, just let me know. I would love help. I would love input. I would love to know if you're interested. Anyway. Ooh, at the beginning, right before this sketchbook, and kind of through it, I had really badly injured my wrist, my elbow, and my shoulder on my right arm. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I assume it's a repetitive strain injury. And it was not fun. I couldn't draw. Stop it. Oh my god. I suppose this is how it be. No plugged in. Anyway. But essentially, I couldn't draw for a couple months. I did anyway, and that was probably something that really prolonged it. But it was not fun at all. And I'm still trying to be really cautious to not hurt it again. It's not fun. I'm not sure how to fix it. I wear wrist braces now, but ugh. These are some sketches and some test writings for stuff I was going to put into my LARP journal for Alexander. And just little doodles, things that I'll turn into paintings in there later. These are some lovely sketches of Adelaide. I feel like in these I really found the balance between being very, very elegant, very graceful, but still looking more her age, more older. And I really like that. I also love her scars. I just really like drawing them, and I like how they make her look. I like the contrast between her very, very put-together, poised existence and the crisscross of scars across her face. I think it's really lovely. I'm excited to work with her more. Here are a whole bunch of characters. Let's see. This is Risley. He's a pirate character. I'm hoping to bring into Twin Mask someday. I think you guys met him in my last sketchbook tour, but I'm not sure. And then we mostly got Alexander. Oh, and then we have Tallulah, who is one of my first D&D characters. They're a wizard. Big surprise. I love wizards. And they're like royalty, but they're like the loser sibling. They're a very eccentric character. They're like a funky little scientist, because that's all I know how to do. As they were honestly kind of the blueprint for Alexander later. Add a bit more bard into Alexander, but it's still just Tallulah. But yeah, they were a funky little royal. Their family likes them, but they are not fit for royal duties. So they were like, please, 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 can I go out, explore the world? I really, really, really want to explore the world. I want to go do magic. And they were like, oh my god, fine. Okay, go Tallulah. Don't get killed, please. And they went. I didn't get to play a ton with them. We played like one arc and then a little bit of a next one, which we were going to meet Tallulah's family more. But then we kind of all disappeared off into the ether. That was years ago. This isn't a current happening, but I miss them, and I miss the people I played with a lot. Maybe I'll try to reconnect. if there's one thing quarantine is, I want to say good, but I don't really mean good. I mean, like, draws you towards. If there's one thing quarantine draws you towards, it's opening up dialogues with people you do not talk to anymore. Sometimes for good reason, and sometimes just because you lost them. And sometimes the line is very blurry, and you probably should not reach out. Anyway, them's the vibes. Here's some Alexanders, and here are some sketches of other twin mask people. I think I just picked up pictures from the Who Am I channel and drew them. So we've got Shellhet and we've got Key. I think we have Camellia. I'm not sure what these are. We got Galatea and Sage. A whole bunch of expression practices. I like that one. It's pretty cute. This one too. I've got some Pollock. Just trying to hype myself up for the online gathering. We got Dion and Pollock hugging. They look sad. Oh, those little lads. And then this is from the online game. We were all on a Zoom call, and I sketched from people's videos because we were all sitting in our rooms in costume because we miss it so much. I think this was our adventure to Green Hill. Yeah, this is from our adventure to Green Hill. That makes sense. This is all the correct people. Lovely. I got really into making stamps during quarantine, and that's been really, really fun. I got some little dudes. I really like weird colored faces, heads. It's just good stuff. It helps me learn the planes of the face better when they're just straight up all different colors. It's fun. These aren't great examples, but it's great fun. And then just a whole bunch of funky shapes that look kind of interesting. This is one of my latest D&D characters, Winifred. He is a Furbolg warlock. I like him a lot. That campaign ended as well, and I'm actually trying to port him into my friend's sci-fi world. They made this really neat tabletop system and a whole world to go with it called Uthersats. And I have no experience in sci-fi, and I'm really intimidated by the whole thing, but I think it's going to be really neat, and I'm just going to kind of port Winifred over to it, and I think that'll be fun. I've got some more stamps, some little butterflies, this thing again. I got really interested in, like, I really don't know what they're called, but like the filigree? I think filigree's a word for it. Like the pretty little borders and weird little ornaments you see in old books and old letters and things. And I really wanted to learn how to draw them, so I've been kind of slowly making my way through that. And these are some more thumbnails of things. I'm not sure you can see them very well, but they're thumbnails of things to put into my my journal, my LARP journal. There's some more stamps. I did a ton of stamps. A ton of them. And every time I had some excess acrylic paint from doing other things, I would just slam it in here. This one's got some Sharpie drawings over it, which you can't see very well. They're not very good, so you're not missing very much, but that's okay. Here are some little sketches of Logbog. I wanted to make a stamp with him, but then I forgot they flipped, and so it's a bit of a mess, but he's there, and I love him, because he's Logbog. I love this photo of Eve and Logbog. That's good stuff. This one's got good vibes, too. This is more Winifred. Oh, this one's out, too. That's okay. But I love Winifred. Winifred's pretty darn great. I especially like this sketch of him. I like the little bit of metallic pen I used. It just makes it pop a little bit, makes it look a little bit prettier. Maybe it's the acrylic paint that ruins these bindings. That could totally be it. There's no sketches here, just notes. Ugh. We got some more online figure drawings. I'm going a little bit crazy not having things to draw from life, not having events I go to with friends to draw them at. It's also messing with my memory a lot because a lot of how I remember things is through photos and through my drawings. It's not that I don't remember them, it's that the photos and drawings jog the memories and I don't come up with them well on my own. And so I'm having a really hard time with quarantine, not being able to see anyone, not having much to draw. It feels like I'm just losing a year, which I am, and that's okay. We're all losing a year. It's like that. More figure drawings and some little notes for a coat I'm working on for Alexander, where the inside's going to be lined with pockets and patches and stories, and it's going to be so cool. This is from an art server I'm in where we were all drawing each other's faces, and that was very fun. I should do that more. If I can't draw in person, I might as well draw online, even though it's not as nice. Sketchbooks should be a laboratory. That's always kind of been my philosophy about it. Oh, this is from a video. I'm not sure what it is. It's not mine, though. But this has always been my philosophy with sketchbooks, but then recently-ish, I feel like I've been falling out of that and trying to make it too nice. Which inevitably bites me in the ass because it doesn't turn out as nice when I want it to. I just have to be slamming stuff down for it to work. These are some sketches of things I'd like to sew. I'm gonna make these abhorrent sheer puffy pants to wear over shorts and stuff. Because we love absolutely impractical clothing. We love making bold choices. I really like how this one turned out. It's one of my best ones. And then I was just not feeling good because them's the vibes. And I just drew myself not feeling good. And I think it got some good gesture at least. I like them. I like these sketches. They bring me joy now. This is a whole bunch of Leto. Trying to figure out where I want to hit the animal-human balance for them. I was like, hey, what if they're way more of a wolf in sheep's clothing, and they've got wolf ears out of their hair, and they've got sheep legs? I think I'm gonna cut back on that a bit, but we're gonna keep the vibes. And this is more Vincent, but then when I ported him over to Oglium, he's a neat little guy. He's funky. This is a fun page. I love all the squiggles. Making squiggles is therapeutic. We got some more Lettle. We've got, I think their name is Witch. I haven't met them in game, but I really like their costume so far. They're a new player. And then we got Hazel, and we got Key again. I think these are from old pictures of mine, but I'm not sure. I don't really recognize anyone from it. More yucky pages with squiggles, metallic squiggles. These are fun. We've got more Winifred, but I don't think I'm gonna turn this. You can pause and turn your whole ass computer to see it. But we got some more little ones here. Winifred's lovely. I miss him. I miss playing him. Got more chaotic scribbles and some Edwardian-ish clothing. I've really taken up an interest in historical costuming, and I really want to port that over to drawing, get better at drawing them. I'm not there yet, but I think that's my next mission. Got lots of Elliots, trying to figure out how to draw shoes, like boots, because I really like the vibes of Snufkin's shoes, and I don't know how to do that. I feel like I've completely forgotten how to draw legs. It's not very apparent in this, but I feel like I think of them as symbols now, and I don't know how to draw them anymore. It's not fun. This is my little pirate. He's the same pirate as earlier, but just trying to remember that he's going to be played by me, and therefore will be 5'2", despite my delusions that he should be like 5'10" or 6 foot or something. I cannot make that happen. I'm very little. And the people I'm going to be playing alongside with character ties directly are both super tall, and so I'm gonna look little bitty. It's gonna be fun though. And this is his sibling, who's gonna be played by my friend Lizard, and this is Deck, who's gonna be played by my brother. And it's gonna be real fun. We got a kitten during quarantine. He's a good little man. His name is Orpheus, and he likes to yell. I don't know how to draw cats, so this is a bit of a learning process. And he also doesn't sit still, so you can't really, you don't have much time. But he's a good little man. I like him. He's a bit of a bastard, but that's how they be. These are some sketches. This is the Mad Hatter from the Royal Opera House's production of Alice in Wonderland, because at some point I stumbled across pictures of that, and I just adore the Mad Hatter's look. It's just fantastic, and I highly encourage you to go look up that. Go look up images of that. I also really like this sketch. These two as well. I love the vibes of this face. The Mozzarella Gang. We got Dion, we got Alexander, we got Raina, we got Noodle, we got Scout, and we got Farrell. And they're gonna run into town and cause problems. They're gonna wreak havoc. We got more figure drawing. These ones are... let's try... no, that won't work. These ones are from ballet videos, just scrolling through performance videos I find on YouTube, and then pausing them whenever I feel like they've got a good pose, as well as using the arrow keys to scrub through frame by frame. I might try doing an animation like that. More of that. And then I was making my latest D&D character. His name is Dove. He's awful. He's a tabaxi? Tabaxi is what it's called. And so we started out being tall, because that's what tabaxis actually look like, is they're very tall. But as soon as we started playing, we all decided he felt like he should be a little cat, like a house cat sized. And so we've homebrewed it, and now they're little house cat sized. So whatever tabaxi cultures are around probably look like the cats in The Cat Returns. Just a whole bunch of house cat looking cats running around on their hind legs. It's great. These are some sketches. These are some stays. I really want to make my own pair of stays, and I'm hoping I can get the materials and a nice pattern to do that, and maybe I could film it. Maybe. Who knows? This is some more figure drawings. These are just studies. Scrolling through TikTok and drawing anyone I thought looked interesting. This is a little child playing with magic, and I love that. I really like these ones. They're cute. And I went on a whole tangent with them. These are essentially me when I was little. Just a little rambunctious man in a cute frog dress, wearing all stripes. So essentially me now, but littler? Debatable. Anyway, I had these really cute little ladybug shoes, and I want ladybug shoes in my size now so bad. They were so good. And then I was designing Bluebell Fairy, and I went there, and then I kind of spiraled off into drawing the Disney Pixie Hollow fairies, Tinkerbell and such. Oh, I like this kid. Good kid. Ah, I went back. Okay, there's more Pixie Hollow a little bit further. These are more of me, kind of memories I had. Just having a good time. I was a fiend with printer paper and Scotch tape. I could build anything with it. I built this whole ass dollhouse just with paper and tape and a wish. And it was great. Good stuff. These are some shitty sketches. I've got some more digital ones to do. But these are some shitty sketches of a concept I want, which is little pronoun pins that look like bugs. I just want a whole bunch, and I want them all to be able to do any set of pronouns, because I keep finding really cute pronoun pins, like things that are in sets, so like they'd have little bugs, like a ladybug, a butterfly, and whatever, but you can only get like she, her on the butterfly, and they, them on the ladybug, and he, him on whatever else, and I just want to be able to mix and match. It's, I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna try to eventually do a little Kickstarter to fund making some of these pins, because I think it'd be a fun challenge. And then these are all Pixie Hollow Fairies. So we got Rosetta, we got, I always default to Fern because there's a player named Fern at LARP, but no, it's Fawn. Yes, Fawn. We got Fawn, we got Silver Mist, we got Tinkerbell again. And then we got a whole bunch of these. We got Silver Mist, and Rosetta, and Fawn, and Iridessa, and Tinkerbell. And I thought this would be like a fleeting obsession. I thought this would be like, oh, I remember the Tinkerbell movies. What a lovely time. No. I've spiraled off into no man's land, and now I'm volunteering my time doing art for a Pixie Hollow rewrite. And all I can think about is little fairies, and I'm in a Pixie Hollow roleplay server, and I'm having a great time, okay? It's great. I'm having a great time. Yes, it's 2020. Yes, I'm almost 19. Am I obsessed with the Disney Fairies franchise? Yes, apparently. This is the life I lead right now. These are some of my characters. We got Elliot, and we got Marlin, and we got Mesa, but they don't look like Mesa, so we ignore them. This is a life drawing of a house. I need to do that more. It felt so good to draw from life. We got some more Adelaide. We got a character. This was going to be a character for a Call of Cthulhu game I was going to play. Their name was, shoot, what was it? I didn't get to play them because the game disbanded before we could play, but they were really cute. I really, really liked them. They were gonna be like a bubbly socialite and not a nerd. Just to try to stretch my role-playing prowess. I hope I can play them at some point. This is what that character ended up, and they're essentially my cat, Orpheus, but they're me now. And he talks kind of like this, and he's really awful. He's a rogue, and he likes to cause problems. Well, he doesn't like to cause problems on purpose. But he does tend to cause problems. And doing this voice does destroy my voice about every single session. About halfway through, I start having to mute my audio every 2 seconds so I can take a sip of water and then come back. It's great fun. He's pretty awful. We're playing through Curse of Strahd. And so there's all this scary nonsense, vampires and stuff, and he's just here like, I'm having a great time, I'm doing great, I'm having a good time, can I scare the ghosts? Can I catch the ghosts? Can I eat the ghosts? And the party's like, no, you cannot, you can't. Ghosts don't have physical forms, and you cannot eat them. And he just doesn't know. He found a book in the attic of some kid that contains the story of his life, and now he's terrified to sleep because he opened it up and read the last page, and it says, like, delightful dove snout goes to sleep, or something like that, and he's like, aw, does that mean I die? It does end the book, and he's super paranoid to go to sleep now, and it's pretty darn awful. He's a problem. I adore him. We got some more figure drawings. And then we got a yucky page because I was like, I'm sick of it. I'm ending it. We're gone. And that's it. That's Sketchbook. Wow. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on many things, including, but not limited to, YouTube, which is here, probably, unless you embedded this somewhere else. It's here. You can follow me on Instagram. I mostly post my art there. You can get updates much more often. And Twitter, where I just say things, and sometimes people go, haha, it's great. Goodbye.